Hi, guys. The question today is, does the Home Inspection Advisory Committee in New Jersey tell home inspectors that, hey, you guys have to call out a specific defect other than, of course, material defects? And actually, there is such a thing. And that one defect is aluminum wiring. So that's single strand aluminum wiring in homes that were built from like the 1960s to the early 1970s. And the issue with aluminum wiring is that when you run a current through the aluminum wiring, it expands. When you turn the current off, it contracts. So this current running through the wiring and this expansion and contraction over a period of time can loosen the connections at the junction points in a home. And when I'm talking about a junction point, I'm talking about maybe a junction box, an electrical light switch, a light fixture, a receptacle. And you would have multiple of these points that are subject to this issue in a home that has this single strand conductor aluminum wiring. So the Home Inspection Advisory Committee says to us, hey, we think this is really important and you guys must call it out. And the issue is also with insurance companies. Insurance companies understand that this type of wiring can create additional fire hazards in a home. And this is a known thing. This is just not speculation. This is factual. Having aluminum wiring in a home really substantially increases the risk of having an electrical fire in a home. And you should talk to your insurance company if your home inspector does find aluminum wiring in your house, and talk to them about possible remediations of the aluminum wiring. Now, we all, as home inspectors, we believe, at least I do, that, hey, you know what, the best way to do this, and so does the Consumer Product Safety Commission says, that the best way to relieve this safety issue is to rewire those aluminum wiring circuits. And I believe that as well. Of course, there's nothing safer than just removal and replacement. There's another thing called pigtailing, where you take a copper wire, an electrician takes a copper wire, and uses a special wire nut to connect that copper wire to the existing aluminum wiring. So you have a copper wire attaching to the junction points in the home. That's okay. Most insurance companies will allow this. But the problem is with this method is that you have to have an electrical contractor who's diligent enough to make every single connection at every single junction point. In other words, he can't miss anything, right? If he misses something, you guys are in trouble. So if you're purchasing a home from the 1960s to the early 1970s, make sure your home inspector is checking for